back to the show. So this dropped a little while ago, teasing second season of Last of Us. I think most of us know what to expect. Just looking at this first shot here, it's the dance where Ellie and what's her name make out for the first time.
What did you do? What's it? Did you hurt her? And what?
Yeah, my first problem with this is why in the world is he not telling Tommy? Who in the world is this? This is the type of thing that gets you killed in this world. He's not. I guess he's not giving away like at least what that is immune or anything, but like still. I guess we'll find out who this chick is in the show, but like I would rather talk to Tommy about this type of stuff because like Tommy's the only other person besides Maria that knows Ellie's immune. And here's the chemical burn for Ellie's infamous tattoo. This is the dance that we first see in a flashback in part 2. The one thing I really want to see in this is better structure from the story because in the game it's all over the place. Because honestly, probably should have started with Abigail and Abigail's side in the game. We all know how that would not have worked, but it honestly kind of makes sense because she goes to find her father killed like right after Joel leaves the hospital. So I guess it would make sense to start from her perspective. But at the same time, I kind of want at the same time, I kind of want another adventure with Joel and Ellie before he gets golf clubbed. Yeah, that is. Yeah, he's not going to make it this season. I can tell you that right now. I don't. I want to say it because of the game, but I think it's because Pedro Pascal's been cast as Reed Richards, which is the strangest casting I've ever seen for a character like that. Not just because it doesn't work, because he's horribly miscast. I haven't seen that trailer yet, but we'll get to that eventually. But yeah, he's not going to make it. Um, I'm kind of hoping for more Tommy in this season. I felt like in the game he was really underutilized. They really should have followed Tommy through Seattle as well. I mean, that was his freaking brother. Ellie's an adopted daughter at best. That was Tommy's freaking brother. I mean, he tried to talk her down, tried to talk her out of it, got her going after. After going after the WLF and Abigail's crazy team. but of course didn't work. But sometimes I wonder if it would have made a difference if Jesse had gone with him. Just kind of thought it was kind of messed up that Ellie had like no allies and Abigail brought like her entire squad just to kill Joel. Like throughout the season, we see, I think that Bella has really proved for me that she can pull off this character pretty well. So I wasn't as nervous as other people were when she was cast. I'm like, yeah, it's an adaptation, give it a shot. We always go back to the games if you don't like it, you know. Never been crazy about game adaptations like Borderlands playing in theaters right now. Not sure if I'm going to bother going to see that. I played those games, but that's another topic. But, I gotta say, The Last of Us is definitely the best adaptation for gaming I've seen in a minute. The Witcher was pretty good. First two seasons, I would say. Really, just season one. Season two was good. They started straight from source material. By the time they got to like end of season two ish. Now I've heard stories that this season is going to be split in half because part two is there's a lot going on in part two. Like Abigail's side in particular, I think they need to trim down the amount of characters that they bring from the game into the show because there's a lot of meat bags on Abigail's side. The only ones you really need are probably Owen, maybe Melanie. Those are like the two main ones. Don't really need Manny. Um, everybody else is pretty much debatable. For it to make sense, you don't need like all of them to show up. There's a lot of meat bags in the game that with Aaron Joel was being tortured. They all just watched. So I'm kind of glad I got to kill them. You know, just this is exactly why Joel saved Ellie at the hospital. It's like humans ain't got no morals. With that soldier that shot Sarah, yeah, I understand exactly why I did. I would have done the same exact thing. And because Ellie is mostly on her own in part two, I think it's important that we really get to see more of Bella's acting capabilities in this show as a character, so it's more believable as she can carry the show when Joel's gone. Because Joel will probably be gone before the end of the season. I'll be shocked if he lasts more than a couple episodes. I really will. It's like one of my issues with part two was I don't think there were enough discussions about like Ellie's downfall throughout the story. After she killed Melanie, there was no discussion about what she just done. So I'm hoping if they do that in the show, she talks to someone about it because that was like some deep stuff. And she briefly talks to Tommy. I mean, Tommy doesn't bring it up. He just says they got what they deserved. It was like nothing else. There was no more discussion about it after that. And then when it comes down to it, at the end, after they get back to Jackson, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, we gotta let her go. And I was like, crap. Even this is like, oh, you believe someone's asshole alive. So they're kind of they were playing back and forth with the idea of should we take this chick out or not? It's like I really enjoyed season one. I was impressed with how true it stayed to the source material. Because even if you look at the Uncharted movie, it's nothing like the games. This show took liberties to change some things. It had a lot of things, but like someone who's played the games a lot, it was pretty spot on. So, not this season has come out for 2025. It's a little bit of a wait. I don't really mind. Rather than take our time and do it right and rush it. Will Smith came out this year. I'm like, I know, but it's been a long time since the one. Like, and TV shows take a long time to do. So what? Not going to affect the ratings. There's a massive fan base for this. We'll be fine. Yeah, premiere day I'm not really worried about. It's how long. How long this show going to last in this season before it gets axed. I'll say maybe this season, maybe the end of season two, it'll be gone. Maybe. Yeah, no way it's going to be both seasons. So there's no way. Pedro Pascal seems to be in a lot of stuff these days, so I think he's miscast. It's so fantastic, but he's definitely not going to last this season. That's for damn sure. Because it's not just Abigail's team you got to add to the story. You got to add those crazy dudes with the bows, the WLF, which is Abigail's side. So they're bringing Jeffrey Wright to portray Isaac. He does the voice. So that's kind of cool. I know check that voice, Marlene. They got the actress that did it. That was a nice little touch. I want to forget Ashley Burke for Melanie. I doubt it, but that's only everybody to do it. But yeah, they got to bring in the crazy people with the bows into fights. I think we see a glimpse of Yara and Lev in the teaser. Now, who are these people? And there's Tommy. Hopefully, he gets more to do in this. He's just someone to utilize in the game part two. Yeah, that was definitely Yara. It's one of them. No, that's not her. That's one of the crazy people with the bows. And I think that's supposed to be Abigail. And I think that's Ellie. It's Ellie with a machine gun. Jeffrey Wright is Isaac. Which I'm missing that boy. or lieutenant, I guess. Oh wow, look at that. They actually do in the part where she gets chased by the infected in the game. I say this all the time, but like if Tesla's still alive, ain't no way they would win that house. And there's the tunnels. Tunnels where they got to the movie theater. We're going to the subway. I think they changed the design of the clickers for some reason. Because like in the game, he's recalling the events of the first one to Tommy. Tommy's like, Jesus Christ, Joel, what you do? He's like, I saved her. So they're taking that and he's telling this to some random broad. I'm like, this should just kept that with him talking to Tommy. I just don't think some things I just don't think should be changed, even for an adaptation. I also keep hearing rumors about a God of War TV show. Yeah, we'll get to that once I get some official news on that. But depending on what studio is making it, it's gonna kind of makes me nervous just thinking about it. I mean, either way, I'm looking forward to this season. Should be pretty good. It was rough when Joel first died in part two. Doesn't even last the first act of the game. He's gone within like what 30 minutes. Which is really kind of a shame. It actually is a shame. The marketing for the game was what threw people off. Even I didn't think they were going to kill him off in the second game. I'm like, at least give us another Joel Elliott measure. Kill him. I mean, jeez. And they took a risk. I think it worked. Because remember, thinking about the whole story really is still about Joel avenging him. Then Abigail kind of turns into Joel by the end of her story. A little bit of irony there, but looking forward to see what happens.